Hello, I am Nkechi Okeshola, welcoming you to another edition of Population Timeline, the program which comes to you from the National Population Commission, the Nigerian government agency that provides demographic data for national development.
National Population Commission, providing demographic data for national development.
National Population Commission, as we know, is since we were children in primary school, we were going there to go and attend to population census. And we know how important the National Population Commission is to Nigeria. We want to remove this estimation so that we get the true figure of persons with disabilities in Nigeria. Resources today in the federal government of Nigeria, state and local government are shared based on the population resources of the people. We need a true population of the disability community in Nigeria so that we too shall partake in the sharing of the national resources to the disability community.
Census Track is brought to you by the National Population Commission, the Nigerian government agency that provides demographic data for national development.
It was a big day in Lafia, the Nasarawa state capital, recently when the National Population Commission held its second-level management training in preparation for the Population and Housing Census. Population Timeline was there. Meanwhile, the National Population Commission has opened a census situation room at its headquarters in the Zone 7 area of Abuja. We'll bring you details of these events after the break.
Members of the Nasarawa State Cultural Trip welcoming guests and participants for the second-level management training for the Northcentral zone in Lafia, the Nasarawa State capital. It can be said that members of the Nasarawa State Executive Council and virtually all traditional rulers in the state were in attendance to demonstrate home support for the chairman of the National Population Commission, Nasir Kwarra, who hails from the state. At the opening ceremony, Silas Agara, the Federal Commissioner representing Nasarawa State in the National Population Commission, said the commitment of the people in government of Nasarawa State to the success of all NPC activities is recognized and appreciated.
And today, you are here not just with the Deputy Governor of the state. That shows the seriousness attached to this exercise by the state government. and the SSG and other commissioners that are here with us. I'm highly honored with your presence. That shows how the Nasarawa state government is working towards actualizing a reliable census count in 2023. We thank you with this honor. All our royal fathers in the state have welcomed MPC to their domain. They are the chief advocate of MPC, and that accounts to why the EAD exercise was very, very successful in Nasarawa State. As a matter of fact, we have 100% coverage in Nasarawa State.
Chairman, Census Committee of the Commission, Dr. Ipalibo MacDonald Harry, who is the Federal Commissioner representing River State, said members of the Census Academia will also assist in the training, while Director Census Ariola Evelyn Olanikbekun gave a presentation.
The population and housing census promises to be a major turning point in the history of census taking in Nigeria. So this is so because every stage of the process, from the census mapping to e-recruitment to virtual and contact trainings, census enumeration, analysis, and dissemination of its outcome are all designed and built totally on a digital platform. This is very strange to the stories about census taking in Nigeria. And being a relatively new approach to census taking in Nigeria, therefore, it requires that the Commission would have a full grasp of the management processes and strategies that are put in place to ensure that its procedures and outcomes meet international standards. The need for trainings and more trainings, therefore, is with a view to acquaint the Commission and the entire gamut of its functionaries with these principles and practices towards achieving a reliable and acceptable outcome.
So my presentation is just around these 4 topics: the introduction, the census activities, census 2023 field operation technology, and the conclusion. Provisioning for enumerators as a special data and embellished base map with up to 4-layer territorial special geocoding sequences. No longer going to carry paper, we are just going to go with our census pad in the information. After we have captured the information, we sync the data into the cloud.
Chairman of the National Population Commission, Nasir Kwarra, noted the achievements of the state governor, Abdullahi Sule, which has endeared him to the people, and thanked the governor for supporting the commission all the time.
He is a member, of the Council of State that approved that we conduct the trial census next month. And the main census after the election in March/April next year. He not only participated, in fact, he contributed in convincing his colleagues that we're on the right course. So I thank you, Your Excellency. We are going to employ de facto, not the de jure procedure. We count people physically, people that we see. We are not told story, my son is somewhere, we should count him. My brother is somewhere, we should count him. We count people as we see. And I'd like to please appeal that we don't need to move from where we are, where we work and earn our living, and go to our villages or local governments to be counted. Don't take that risk. It's not necessary. If we want to know the data of the people of a particular government in Nigeria, our questionnaire is designed in such a way that you will know where we are now, where your local government of origin, your last, for instance, in the last 6 months, where were you? So we will count you once and in the right place. That's where you are residing. If we want to analyze by knowing the population of a particular local government by origin, state of origin, or by local government of origin, we'll be able to work it out. So it's good to tell our neighbors, our friends, our relations that we don't need to travel to anywhere to get counted. Just stay where you are and get counted.
The chairman briefed participants on preparations for the 2023 Population and Housing Census and urged them to learn and then apply knowledge and skills to be acquired during the 4-day training, first at the June trial census and then the Population and Housing Census in 2023. Nasarawa State Governor Abdullahi Sule is aware of the importance of data, emphasizing that Nasarawa urgently needs data for development planning.
I think first and foremost, let me congratulate our chairman, the council members, and management of MPC for securing the approval of the National Council of State to hold this long overdue outstanding census. And I strongly believe if there is any state that wants census, Nasarawa State should be at the forefront, because Nasarawa State cannot continue to remain with the census of 2006 when at that time the entire state was calculated to be 1.8 million, when in reality in Doma alone now we have 1.8 million people. I think with the importance of census for us, if you look at it, every civilized country in the world is constantly trying to update its records to know how many people they have, because you cannot have any meaningful development without knowing the people that you are developing for. And in reality, if you now fly on a helicopter from Kefi all the way to Abuja, you will think it's just one city, because a lot of development is going on there and we are not keeping up to the records of what is happening. That's why Nasarawa State is really overstretched.
Some of the resource persons and participants spoke to Population Timeline on the training.
The essence of the workshop is to acquaint field staff, the staff of the commission that are going to be in charge of the operation for the next coming census, to have experience, to be knowledgeable about the experience of past censuses, the gains and some challenges, so that from that experience they will learn and the next census will be better off.
And it is expected that at the end of the day, they will be able to cascade the training that they receive down to the grassroots. One of the major things that they will learn is, of course, to know that each and every one will be captured, every person in the locality will be captured, and nobody will be left uncounted. And more importantly, all the buildings, everyone will be attached to a building. So there is no matter of, I'm not counted, or somebody is counted twice. As much as possible, every living soul will be attached to a building where he or she is found during the census moment.
Digital census means the census, that is the head counts, which is going to involve a lot of technology. It's no longer going to be a paperwork, unlike before. 1991 and 2006, it was paperwork. That was analog. But the digital one this time around is going to be different in the way that a lot of technology has come in.
And this is the second level training, management training. And the controllers and the state directors, they are the key implementers of all the census activities, because its enumeration areas and everything are based in the local government. Enumeration of persons are going to take place in the local government. These are men and women that are saddled with the responsibility to drive the exercise. And it is only proper for us to be able to empower them with the necessary capacity, with the necessary knowledge, to be able to implement the process. And that is why we are holding this workshop today in Lafia for the Northcentral zone. Similar workshops are held in the 6th geopolitical zone.
Another milestone was recently achieved at the National Population Commission with the inauguration of the 2023 Population and Housing Census Situation Room, with a standing ovation for the chairman of the commission, Nasir Kwarra.
By Nasir Kwarra, chairman National Population Commission, date 18th May 2023.
And I'm glad that I'm part of this history. Clap for yourselves again that you are part of this history.
6 federal commissioners of the National Population Commission each took their turn to offer goodwill messages, assuring Nigerians that they will be transparent in conducting the census.
We have all worked very hard. However, I would like to reassure all that our zone will continuously work and support whatever is good and will enable us succeed. That's the South zone. It's therefore my personal wish and prayer that with God on our side, we will steadily march on to April 2023 and make the whole country, Africa, and the whole world proud from the results of our census exercise.
The situation, this actually is made to resolve and receive major complaints. I am very, very sure that we have very capable hands that will ensure we replicate what we saw in South Africa. And even more, we are going to do it more than this.
First of all, let us congratulate all of us for what we have achieved today. And it's a big milestone. It's a kind of reassurance that we are on the right track. And from the Southeast, we want to assure you on our loyal support.
Chairman, I want to join everyone in congratulating you. Despite all these issues, for those of us who know the speed with which this was put together, we can understand that it's still work in progress. Anyone who came here a few weeks ago and comes here now will know that to put this together was a Herculean task. We want to commend you for leading the process that made this very, very possible. For us who have been here for a while, we know what this place used to look like. To make something out of nothing, as we have done here, is highly commendable.
Every success starts with a dream. What you can dream, what you can conceive is achievable. Chairman, I keep dreaming these dreams. Because this is an evidence that even while you are asleep, so it's permissible for you to sleep when nature calls. You dream. And you dream dreams that get people thinking and lacking words to imagine how far we have come in this digitized census. When we promised a digitized census, I'm sure there are people here that didn't know. In fact, they didn't see it. They didn't believe it until perhaps the whole foundation had been solidly laid. Chairman, thank you. Thank you for not only dreaming, thank you for bringing your dreams alive for doubting Thomases to see. We want to appreciate you and the whole team, like my colleague from the Southwest said, except we work hard and deliver as a team, except we all take part and appropriate successes to ourselves, we may not be encouraged to keep pushing further, because we are not the dreamers. Somebody dreamt. But I'm glad, sir, you're making this vision plain for us to read it and run with it. Thank you for making us believe in your dream, because I believe in it.
The commissioner representing Sokoto State spoke via Skype on behalf of the Northwest Geopolitical Zone. The chairman commended the commissioners and staff for playing a big role in achieving his dreams for the commission. The chairman, who used the occasion to address staff nationwide, said some of them should be prepared to be sleeping in the office to work when the need arises, assuring that their welfare package is being attended to by the Salaries, Wages and Income Commission.
First and foremost, to state that it's good to be surrounded by people who are very innovative, very creative, and hardworking.
Mr. Chairman, we're very grateful unto you. We're really very grateful. Because if you have a dream, if you have a child who is intelligent, and you don't send him to school, you won't see it. So whatever you dream of needs somebody, a motivator, to push you. And that's what our chairman has done for us. Indeed, we are very grateful. And also our commissioners, because you're also backing the chairman. I'm sure if he says he wants to do something and the commissioners are not behind it, we won't get it there. So our commissioners, you're also dreamers and achievers. Thank you so much. My own constituency, the staff, God bless you all. I have never seen a set of people more devoted, more committed, more resilient than the staff of National Population Commission. Honorable Chairman, you made a promise to us. You said you're committed to improving our welfare and every other thing that makes life easy. We are also committed to you, as long as you keep that promise.
What is a census situation room?
So it's a situation room that will keep on having updates of what happens in the field and take questions from Nigerians and respond to them. So this is why we created the situation room. And the this slogan, you count, because we know all Nigerians are important. So as we assure you that you count, please present yourself to be counted. You count, be counted.
This is a digital census. With this situation room, we'll be able to tell Nigerians what is the status of enumeration all over the country. In each local government area, in each community, we'll tell you what percentage coverage we have done. With a digital census, we should be able to give you live how many minutes or how many hours the interviewers are working in these clusters per day. With the digital census, we'll be able to tell you how many people are recruited from where they are recruited in Nigeria for the census exercise. With the digital census, we'll be able to tell you where our enumerators are trained and how they are trained. And all this is going to be brought to members of the media to show Nigerians live through all our communication channels. So it's not as if we are assuming or you are hearing that people are not counted in Taraba or in Imo or in Ogun or anywhere. But this time around with the digital census, with the census dashboard, we'll be able to provide you this information live and real time, and which all these screens that are put in this board, you will see the information on these screens and you'll be able to report appropriately to Nigerians.
The National Population Commission is working to equip the center ahead of the 2023 Population and Housing Census. Now you know the slogan of the Population and Housing Census. You count, be counted.
We hope you enjoyed this edition of the program. Do join us same time next week for another episode. I am Nkechi Okeshola. Bye for now.